Hi, my name is Stefan and welcome to Barbell number 45, lift number 8. Are you ready for a great workout today? So what you're going to need on the bar for your warm-up weight is going to be 5 to 10 pounds. For your squat weight is a short track today. It's only 5 minutes including the deadlifts. So if you've been doing the other barbell workouts, I need you to go just a little bit heavier. So 1.5 to 3 times your warm-up weight on that bar. For the chest, you have chest flies. I would recommend somewhere between 5 to 12 pounds. We've got 1.5 minutes of push-ups, 1.5 minutes of chest flies. So again, we're not there for long before we go to our bar work with our chest presses. The back is going to be a doozy today, regular back weight on the bar, which is usually, if you're new, around 7.5 on each side. I really wouldn't go much higher than 15 to 17.5 pounds on each side. For the triceps today, we do have a tricep kickback. So if you have a plate or a dumbbell between 5 to 12 pounds, that should be ideal. But we're going to go heavier on the bar today because we're going to slow things down, allowing you to go a little bit heavier. For the biceps, we're going to be working on the bar, and the second song, we're going to pick up slightly heavier dumbbells or plates. So I would say between 7.5 to about 12, probably not as heavy as 15 pounds on each side, but that's your call. For the lunges, you're going to need one challenging weight or plate, so I'm going to say maybe somewhere between 10 to 20 pounds on that one. And for the shoulders, we're going to need one heavier dumbbell or plate. I'm going to say between 8 to 12 pounds, and then your normal shoulder weight, whether that's 2.5 to 10 pounds. And you'll need a mat and a moderate, light to moderate dumbbell for optional plank two-way raises for the abdominals at the end. Before we go into this, I want you to ask yourself, when was the last time that you went up in weight? All right, so if you haven't changed your weight, you've been doing this regularly for 3 or 4 months, maybe it's time just to see what that heavier weight feels like, because you can always put it down at the end. And it's the same with push-ups. When did you last attempt a full push-up? Maybe today is the day you can do all the push-ups on the knees, but just try one in a full push-up position. That's all we need to shock and challenge your body. Next time you'll be able to do 2, then 3, and so on. All right, so let's make sure that you have, if you can, your device in front of a mirror where you can check your form, technique, and alignment. Make sure you have room around you so that you can do lunges, front, back, and side. Make sure you have your water nearby to stay hydrated, and let's get ready for a great hour together. Let's pick up your bar. This can also be done just with dumbbells. If you have a bar, your hand placement, thumb width from the outside of the thighs, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Knees soft, core engaged, heels grounded. All right, team, we're going to start with a deadlift. 3, 2, 1, and rise. Bar, raising the legs. Back is flat. Head in line for the spine. Ready, dead, row, face your belly. Take your knees and belly and rise on up. Let's see, bring that bar all the way up to lightly touch the rib cage. Into a triple row, right here, back for 3. Here is 3. Here is 2. Rise on up. And again, alright. Now listen up, we're going straight out that starting gate. We're going to clean and press. Shoulders overhead, shoulders down. Right here, we take it shoulders. And up, and down, and again. Try to keep that chest up as that bar comes down. Keep that core engaged, keep that weight slightly in front of the body. Power press, take it up and stay up for 3. Here is 3. 2. Take it down, take it right back up again. Alright, if you got a minute after that one. Upright row, up 3, down 1. That bar stays close to the body. Elbows up, shoulder height. Up 1, down 3. I want you to use the music. Try not to beat it on the way down. We're going to do a hang clean only. Come under the bar and stay down in a squat. Hang clean, under. Release it down. Push the hips back. Pushing you back into the heels. Rotating the bar. And the wrist and shoulder height. Clean and press. Alright, step a little wider. Down for 3. It's 3. And rise up. So again, you're pushing that butt way back behind you. Sitting back into the heels. And you're pushing the floor away as you rise up. Your core is engaged. Chest stays up. Elbows under hands. I feel the knees lean. Get ready. Single counts. Take it down. Here we go. Sit and drive. Alright. Now is the time to start to get you uncomfortably out breath and ready for that squat track ahead. Can you go just a little deeper? Now we've got range change. Coming up. It's down and halfway up and down and all the way up. It's down and half, then all the way up. Here we go. Over. Now get ready. We're going to alternate your lunges. Slowly, right leg goes back first. Right. And go left. The back knee searches for the floor. We're still keeping the core braced. We're still keeping that chest up by squeezing shoulder blades together. Now we start to increase that range as you find your mojo. We're going to do a triple lunge on that right leg. Right leg back and triple lunge. Here's 3. We're driving into that left heel. Step together on the side. Prepare for a strict overhead press. We're going to step together and take that bar up overhead to the right shoulder. Take it right back up. Take it down to the shoulder, down to the thighs. Underhand grip. Prepare the bicep curl. Roll the shoulders. Bicep curl, singles up down. Full range of movement. You want to make sure that bar lightly touches down to the thigh. Keeping that core braced to avoid swinging or hitching at the hip too much. In 4, 3, 2, halfway up and hold, done. Safely put that bar down. Woo, hope you feel warmed up and ready for leg squat, your squat. Let's go ahead, load up anywhere from 1.5 to 3 times your warm-up weight. If you're new, I'm going to recommend 10 to 12.5 pounds on each side of the bar. If you're regular or more advanced, you can maybe take up to 20 or even 25 pounds on each side. Remember, muscular strength and endurance. Lots of repetitions, lighter resistance. Alright, let's make those changes to the bar. I just want to quickly demonstrate what's coming up in the second track. Watch this. You're going to do 2 full squats. Now you're going to hold at the base for 3 counts. You're going to brace the abs for balance. You're going to lift the heels up, down, and then rise. Okay, so it's a short track, only about 5 minutes, including the deadlifts. We're going to pick that bar up and place it on the meaty part of the upper back. Alright, team. Down for 3. We take it 3, 2. So feet are just a hip distance apart. Hopefully you've got a mirror in front of your thighs so you can check your ball. Push that ball away from the heels. Down, 1, up, 3. Use the music. Try not to beat it up. You feel that build come in? I feel the need for speed again. Ready? Singles. Down. Here we go. You sit and drive. Now, try not to just go through the motions. Find that range. And then start to push a little bit harder. Coming out that comfort zone. You're going to start to get breathless. Legs going to start to ache and tremble. That is exactly what we want. Go back away from that feeling. Down 3, up 1, 3. Again. Using the music, feel the beat. if you want to back away from that feeling, you have to remember your why. What motivated you to work out today. Alright? Now you've got to earn those results. So you've got to be a little bit courageous. The sweat is good. Deep. Listen up. Into Romanian deadlift. Hold it here, take that bar up. And Romanian deadlift. Down 3, up 1, 3, 2. Now a little bend in the knees. So you see that angle between my knee and my hip as I come down to the base of that deadlift. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, pulling that abs in tight, back is flat and neutral. Down 2, up 2, tempo change, and rise. Now in a minute we're going to do that squat combination that I showed you before we started. Taking that bar onto the meeting part here at the back, step right for sumo. 2 single squats. Now hold it down and weight. Brace your abs. Heels up, heels down. 2 singles, down, up. Hold it down, brace. You got it now. Work it. And again. Hold it. It goes back to the Romanian deadlift. Hold it right there. Take that bar up to the front of the body. It is 3, 2. Now, other people tend to bring a bar all the way down to the floor. That's not necessary. Tune into the body and feel the hamstrings go tighter, tighter, and at that tightest point, that's the maximum point of tension. That's when you need to come out. Usually just below the knees. Listen up. Down 2, up 2. We're going to do that squat combination one more time. We've only got 4 sets. Taking that bar up onto the meeting part the other back. Step 1, sumo. 2 singles, go. Hold it down, brace your abs, heels up, heels down, and rise again. One more. Hold it down. And I told you it was short. So if you take that bar up and place it down. Woo, how did you get on with that? Could you have gone heavier? Maybe next time. We're about to work the chest. Have a little bit of water. Heavy tables coming up. So a little setup change here. We have the bench. Make sure those risers are safely on the bench. The bench should not move when you put your foot on it. We have our bar at the end and we have 2 plates to the side and a mat to the back. The weight on the bar is about 1/3 less than your squat track. So maybe if you were pushing those squats at 20, I don't know, maybe take it down to about 12.5 or even 15 pounds. That's your call, okay? Remember I said the push-ups, 1.5 minutes only on chest flies. 1.5 minutes only. So for the chest flies, I'm going to say 5 to 12 pounds. Also, do you remember at the beginning, I said, when did you last try 1 push-up? Alright? So even if you do all the push-ups on the knees, just try 1 full. Let's see how we do. Combination, you just saw it in the squats. We will do 2 single push-ups. We're going to hold it halfway down for 3 and then push up. When we do the flies, 2 single flies, and then you're going to hold at the base for 4 counts. You're going to have to brace the abs, the pecs, and the delts, the biceps, the triceps. Everything holds. Alright, so let's get ready for our push-ups and make sure everything is nice and safe around you. And it's up. Now I'm pushing the bench away with the heel of my hands. Squeeze the butts tight as you can to activate the lats. Down to 3, take it 3, 2, 1, push. Forward engage. Keep that back flat again, head is in line with the spine. Now, down 2, up 2. We try a full push-up right here. Even if you just do 1, just to say you tried, right? it slow. 2, 3. Slowly down. Resist against the weights and gravity. The wider the arms, the harder it is. Up 3, down 1. Take it 3, 2, 1. Down. 3. Listen up. Up 2, down 2. Up and down. Smoothing it out. Now you feel that build come in. We're going to do 2 single flies and we're going to hold in place with wide arms for 4 counts. Like this. 2 singles. Up, down. Now hold it down, weight. 4, 3, 2. 2 singles. Up, down. And hold it down the weight. Raise the arms as well. 2 singles. Up, down. Hold it down. You should be struggling to stay to the beat of the music. Again. Up. Now listen up. Hold it down. We're going to raise it up slowly for 4 counts. It's 4, 3, 2. Good job. We're going to pick up your barbell and take the hands all the way back to the legs. For a wide grip chest press, we're going to start with that bar on the sternum. That is our start and end point. Up and 3. Up. And take it down. Lightly touching that bar on that sternum every time. This time, up 1, down 3. Now that bar is going to try and push your arms down. So you've got to push back against it and stay in full control, using the beat of the music. Alright, here it goes. 16 singles, breathe it out, breathe in. Now I know that's heavy, but I want you to do your best to power through and stay to the beat of the music. The arm will start to tremble and burn. Then you're going to get an aching sensation. And then you're going to start to feel it in the triceps and the shoulders too. Those muscles are jumping in to assist. Alright, listen up. Up 3, down 1. Holding onto it, don't let that bar take over. Don't rush the music. Now, super slow for 4, 3, 2. And resist on that way down. And up, 2, 3. Now it's really going to bite. Halfway up and down for 5. Stay in that lower range. 4. That's the only coming halfway up. Keep that pressure on. Single fold. Take it up, down. There we go. Oh, that is starting to feel super heavy. If you can, look to the side of the mirror and check your alignment. Are you bringing that bar towards the sternum, or is it starting to creep up towards the neck? You'll have to be careful with that. Now listen up. Tempo change. Up 3, down 1. How did you get on with that? That one was very tough. We're now going to work at the back. So this one is going to feel like cardio, as you know. You're going to get winded. Lots of power presses, lots of cleaner presses. We introduced that in warm-up. For your weight on the bar, if you're new or recovering from injury, maybe around 7.5 pounds each side will do for today. If you're a regular or you're fairly strong, I'm going to say 10 to about 12.5 or 15 pounds. Some people, I've seen some of my students going as heavy as 17.5. If you're going to do that with caution. Let's go ahead and set up our space. Today I've got 12.5 pounds on each side. Please remember, once you take the weight overhead, you're going to get very, very winded. However, if it gets too much for you, you can always modify with a single dead row. That also applies if you have an injury such as a shoulder impingement. Of course, if you get winded, put the bar down, catch your breath, and when you feel ready, join back in. You can also do the whole thing with dumbbells and plates as well. When you do this, I want you to think about precision, power, and athleticism. I want you to use that strong beat, think about every rep, and just try your very best to hold on. Are you ready? We're going to start with a dead row. Knees, belly, knees, rise. Do you see my hand placement is upward from the outside of the thigh? Into a triple row, pull it back for 3. Bar lightly touches the rib cage every time. Rise on up. Driving the elbows to the back of the room. That's it. Slowing it down to the knees. To the belly. Get ready for a camel press. We're taking it up for 7. For 7. Now look how I use my legs to help drive the bar overhead. Bring out as we push it up. Take the bar down, take it right back up again. Take it in. Drive. Now I place the arms as that bar goes overhead. Keeping that bar slightly in front of my line of vision. Now bar comes down. Dead row, knees and belly, knees and rise. Should be winning. Oh my goodness, that was not easy. Now, listen up. Slow it down, slow motion, slowly to the knees. Belly. Hand lean only, come under the bar, squat down. Pick it up. You see again, I'm rotating the wrist at shoulder height. That helps me keep that bar close to the body. 2 more. Get ready, take a deep breath. We're going for another run. Counter press. Take it up to 7. Here we go. Drive, sit, drive. Use the breath to help you out. Take the bar down, take it right back up again for 7. Go. Take the bar down, dead row, knees and belly, knees and rise. Okay. One more time. Slow motion to the knees. We're moving on to a high row. Hold right here, check your hands, knees and chest. Take it knees, chest, rise on up. It's a little harder, especially to get that hesitation at the top. We now hit the mid-fibers of the lats. Now, triple row for 3, go back for 3. Here is 3. Hesitate at the top, rise. 1,000. 1,000. And again. Hear it coming now. Something's coming. We're going to do 4 clean and presses in a row. Get ready. Clean and press, we take it up, we sit. Drive, take it down and right back up again. Once again, use the legs. 1 more, we're going to take a little break. Hold it down. Time's up. High row, we take it knees and chest. Rise on up. That's it, think about quads before you lower down. Triple, for 3. Here it coming now. Now we're going for a longer run. Alright, so you need to lock on. And you've got to remember your why, because this will challenge you. Clean and press before we take it up and bring it down. Again. 2 more. Level up, power press for 7, use the beat. 7. Take it down, back to high row, knees and chest. You have got 1 more round of clean and presses only. Try and push through that barrier. Get ready. Clean and press right here. We take it. Last 4. Two more times. Last 1. And hold right there. Done. Woo, that was a doozy. Let's put that bar down. Congratulations if you held on the whole way. Have yourself a little drink. We're going to move on to the triceps. Now, for the first song, we're going to do tricep kickbacks. I'm going to recommend a weight between 5 to 12. Now, I wouldn't go much heavier than 12. Let me explain why. When you do the triceps, one hand on the thigh. This is really important, guys, because if not, you have unsupported forward flexion, which is going to put a lot of stress on the lower back. It could eventually lead to injury. Just that simple hand on the thigh is fine. You're going to have your dumbbell in the hand. Now, a common tendency as you get tired is for the arm to start to wander out. I want you to Velcro, clamp the arm on to the side of the body. Our start and stop point is at the shoulder. Why? Because it eliminates momentum. I then want you to try and get that wrist all the way up in line with the shoulder. So if you don't have a mirror, just think you're trying to get that wrist up as high as you can. Just like we did with the dead rows, I want you to pause for a beat at the top, activate, engage, connect the tricep before you take it down. The reason I say don't go too heavy, you have a triple in that upper range. That one's hard. The weight on the bar, I'm keeping my back weight on at 12.5 on each side. Bar itself weighs 5. Okay, so I'm going to recommend just maybe 2.5 pounds heavier than your normal tricep weight. So if you're ready, we're going to set your bar up at the end of your bench. I'm going to stand by with your plate or dumbbell for a one-arm row to tricep kickback. We take it up, kick back, and down. So my hand is on the thigh. I clamp the arm to the side of my body. I'm starting and stopping at the shoulder. Do you see? I'm not using momentum, right? I'm not swinging back like this. It's up, out, and in. That's it. Now what we're going to do is hold at the shoulder only. Hold at the shoulder. Now triple is back and just halfway in. You're still trying to get that wrist up in line with the elbow back to the shoulder. And again. That's it. Now, come back to the shoulder, full range, kick back, right here. Kick back and in. 1,000. 1,000. It burns. It's starting to get hard already, right? Now try not to put the weight down. We're just going to slow it down. Back 3 into 1. Hold on to it. 3, 2. Oh my gosh. We've just got 3 more. This is where all my students put the weights down. Try to push through it. I know. To the other side. Back 3. Alright, quick alignment check. First of all, your hand is on the thigh. You are now velcroing the inside of the upper arm to the side of the body. Now, we're going to take it into that upper range, back and halfway in for 3. Back and just halfway in. This is where the arm's going to creep out. And to the shoulder. And again. Back and halfway. There's your build. Something's coming. Full range. Tricep. Kick back. Kick back and in. Hang on to it. Almost done with these. We're going to add a one-arm row. So one-arm row, tricep kick back, right here, down and up. And then kick back. Again, down and up. Tricep kick back. 2 more, and then we're going down to the bench. And we're going to do those tricep presses. Narrow grip. Alright, let's go ahead, put that down. Let's make sure that your hands are directly above the shoulders. So we're going to lie back, pick up that bar, and prepare for a tricep press. I really need you to use the music. Hands above the shoulders, bar over shoulders, elbows in, down for 3. Up for 1. Now straight away you're going to start to feel a tremble if that bar is heavy enough. The bar is searching for that rib cage. Now be careful. Singles. Down and up. So keep it fluid. Keep searching for the body with the bar. And stay to the beat of the music, no matter how bad the arms are trembling. Lower range, down, and then halfway up. Just down and halfway up only. elbows aligned to the front of the room, holding an invisible ball between the elbows. Now, if you've loaded the bar too heavy or your hands are sweating, you can go back to a tricep press, right? Down 1, up 3. We don't want to risk that bar coming out of your hands when it's above the face, right? So play it safe. So you're resisting and pushing through on the way up. All right, get ready. Here it comes. Singles, slow, heavy, down, up. So subconsciously, the body's going to look for a way out, a way to make it easier. So it's going to start to flare the elbows out. So you have to be very aware, keep checking your alignment. Now here's the beast. Get ready, down and halfway up, down and a half. So I'm not coming all the way up, right? I don't know if I can hold on for another 4. That is exceptionally heavy. 2 more. Alright, here we go. Let's take that bar slowly up. Now slowly back and forth. Keep resisting against the bar. Don't rush, don't rush. Slowly up. Slowly tricep press. Push back against the bar. Stay in control. Use the music. And up. Good job. Come on up. And how did you get on with that? So do you understand how by slowing it down, it afforded you the luxury of going just a little heavier to shock those triceps? We're now going to work the opposing muscle group, and it's going to be the biceps. Now, if you went heavy with those triceps, good for you, but you're going to need to back them down to your normal bicep weight. This is going to be extremely intense on the bar today. The reason is we're going to have 3 hand positions. So I have 10 pounds, I was 12.5 on my triceps, I've gone down to 10 pounds each side, and I have a 5-pound bar. The first one, we're going to be taking a wide grip. This hits the inside head of the bicep. The second one, we're going to be trying to bring the fingers together as close as we can. You see my little fingers are close together. Now it's going to be almost impossible to lift that bar without hooking the elbows into the belly. So what you need to do is lean forward a little bit, keep your weight in the heels and knees soft, and that little lean forward will just get you past that sticking point. Now it's going to go super deep into the heads of the biceps. That one's going to be very intense. If it's too much, take your hands back to neutral. Talking of neutral, that is our third position, where the hands just fall naturally on the bar and the elbows are close to the waist. Now what's so hard about this is you've got 16 reps in each of those positions. So I want you to be as brave as you can, and as much as you want to give up and put that bar down, so make sure it's not your mind and sabotage the workout. Try and hold on for the 16. The second one, I'm going to pick up 12-pound dumbbells. You're going to be doing hammer curls and twist and curls. All right, so let's see what we've got. Take a deep breath, make sure your hands are dry, and let's pick up the bar, take the hands all the way out to the plates. Only thing to remember, if you have carpal tunnel syndrome, tennis elbow, anything that will be aggravated with that wide grip, please just stay in neutral. Pick up the bar and let's go. Slowly up for 4. Slowly down for 4, stay in control. Up 1, down 3, take it up, down for 3. Again. Up, now you want to stay in control as it comes down to the legs. It's up, pulling that abs in tight to isolate and stabilize the upper body. Up 3, down 1, take it 3, 2. Alright, round 1 coming up, let's see what we got. 16 singles, up, down. Now it's going to be hard to hold on. And once again, your body's going to look for an easy way out. Start to swing the body, so you have to pull the abs in as tight as you can. And keep it stable. Keep going. Take it up, down. That feels a long 16, right? Hold it right here. Well done. Round 1 done. So we're going to bring the fingers together, lean it forward, up for 3, 2, 1, and then down. That's it, keep the abs engaged. You're going to need a little lean in the upper body. Up, 1, down 3. The closer the hands are together, the harder it is. Can you hang on? 16 singles, go. Now, if you can see yourself in the mirror, you will see that those biceps are really starting to pop already. Now, this one is very aggressive, so anytime you need to take the hands wider, you can. Oh my goodness. Hang on. In 4, in 3, yes you can, hang on. And hold it right there. Hands to neutral. Up 3, down 1, is 3, 2. That's it. Up 1, down 3. Resist it. Alright, last round, ready? Singles, just up, down. Try not to dig the elbows into the waist or the hips. They're hovering just outside the waist. And bracing the abs to prevent that swing. Up, down. It's going to deepen the muscle, right? Muscles starting to get fatigued. Oh my goodness. 4, in 3, in 2, and hold right there. Let's go ahead now. We're going to pick up the dumbbells. Woo! Hammer curl. Up 3, up, 2. Now the palms are facing in. That's it. Now when I say squeeze, I mean squeeze harder into the bicep muscle. I don't mean squeeze the dumbbell harder. Every once in a while, you snap your fingers. Up, 1, down, 3. Controlling down. This is where I see my students rush down and beat the music. You've got to slow it down and use that eccentric phase. Ready? Singles. Up, down. So we've got another 16 to try and break through. It's up and down, and in and down. Hanging on to it. I know that ache goes deep, that burn goes deep. Keep breathing, keep fighting. You've got to earn those muscles. Team, we're going to slow it down. Twist and curl, up, 3, down 1, 3. Keep going. So what we're doing is we're rotating the fingers in towards the shoulders. So it's a kind of a combination between a hammer and a bicep curl. Up 1, down to 3. Okay. We're going to split it out with another tempo change. Up 2, down 2. Now we're going to go into the chorus. We're going to go right and left single, and then both arms quick, like this. Single, right then left. Now, both arms up, down, twice, quick. Right then left. Both arms quick. Is up, down. 2 more times, here we go, just hang on. I know it's hard. Double up. 1 more time, right left. And double up. Music's gonna walk away. Like that. Alright, let's put those weights down. Okay, great news. 3 muscle groups left. Lunges, legs, 2. Our shoulders and our abs. So we're gonna make up for that short squat track with a tough lunge track. Now we're going to use one heavy plate or dumbbell. We're going to do a series of front lunges and curtsies. If you have anything going on with the knees, such as meniscus, LCL, ACL, any kind of knee injury that prevents you doing lunges, you can follow me at the same tempo, but just do squats. When we do the lunges, we're going to take it forward as far as you can, chest stays up, you're going to do 3 count lunge, and then you're going to push as hard as you can into that front heel to come back. The second movement is a curtsy. you're going to align the upper body forward, drive all the way into that front heel. Back knee is going to search for the floor, and this in turn is going to activate the inner and outer thighs. You'll also feel the quads, hamstrings, gluteus medius, and gluteus maximus. The second one is a transverse lunge. A transverse lunge, we go to the back corner. So a side lunge is here. A transverse lunge, you go to the back corner. We also have some side taps. When we do the side taps, it's not Zumba, okay? We're going to come as low as you can, and then we're going to take it into the side taps until you feel the ignition in the quadricep and the medials. It's almost going to feel like a Charlie horse, okay? Are you ready to go? Let's pick up your weapon of choice. We're going to start with a triple front lunge on your right leg. Right leg, take it forward. 3, 2, now push back to center. And again, so every time you want to come a little bit further forward, so you almost feel like you're going to get stuck just before you push back. Again. Now pull the abs in tight, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and keep that chest up tall. Back knee looks to the floor. We're going to take that right leg behind the left leg with a curtsy. Right leg behind the left. And then back to the triple. Now, watch what my right leg does. I reset and I return. Now you've got it. Start to bring that back knee closer to the floor. And again. Striking hard into that left heel to start to activate the muscles in that left leg. Now we're going to put the two together. We're going back to a triple front lunge. Right leg, triple front lunge. Here is 3. Here is 2. And then come back straight into your curtsy. Good job, that's all it is. We're going to build the whole thing from the top. Left leg, triple front lunge, left. So just give your brain a little bit of time to work it out. Push back, front lunge again. Let's start to increase that range, both in a forward motion and by bringing that knee down to the floor. Forward, then we start to lower deeper. Always exploring range. And again, we're going to take that left leg behind the right with a triple curtsy. Take the left leg back. That's it. So we land first before we attempt that triple drop. Reset, return. We're going to just put those 2 moves together. Triple front lunge on your left leg, further forward. Here is 3. Here is 2. Take the leg behind and curtsy. We're going straight into a transverse lunge. Alright, here we go. Now, we're going to take the leg to the corner with a 1-arm row. That's it. Now, step together, come back. We're going to imagine 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock on a clock face. Now start bringing a 1-arm row, even more powerfully, and we come together. Now start to take that leg out, just a little wider, and start to bring that weight down towards the inside of the foot. So we bend the knee more aggressively, and now I want you to start to take it to breathless, down up, yes. That gets heavy, right? Step on in. Again, keep pushing the boundary. So if you're holding back, ask yourself why. That's it. Now what we're going to do is you'll tap on your right leg. So we're going to stay forward, come down low, and tap right. Right. You want to come as low as you can, driving into that left heel. Leg goes back, back. There we go. Firing up those medials, right? 1 of each, 1 side, 1 back. Oh, start to get that Charlie horse feeling in that stabilizing leg. That would be your left leg. Transverse lunge on your left side to the back corner. Down, up. So you're going to back corner, right? And come in and again. So every single rep, we start to give you more and more out of your comfort zone. Step wider, then the knee a little bit more, and start to increase that range with that row. Dumbbell, reaching closer to the floor. Driving the elbow back. Again. Head stays above the level of the heart. Now you can hear that music doing something, right? We're going to go back into a side tap. Standing forward. Out. 1. So again, you want to come as low as you can. We're firing up this leg right here. Now take the leg back. Tap back. You've got to keep that core engaged. Chest up, head up. One of each. One side, one back. Side, back. Oh my gosh. Super hard to breathe. Feels like cardio, right? Keep driving into that heel. Alright. And you made it. Well done. Woo! Made up for the squats. Good news is 2 muscle groups left. We're about to move on to shoulders. The shoulders is a tough one today. The first one, we're going to have a dumbbell or a plate. I'm going to recommend between 5 to 12 pounds. We're going to do an incline chest press, okay? So it's coming up at a 45-degree angle. It's hard for me to get the upper fibers of the chest when we're doing our chest work in this barbell class because our bench is always flat. And typically to get the upper fibers of the chest, we normally need to be on an incline. So what we're going to do is get anterior delt and the upper fibers of the chest with a 45-degree incline chest press. We're then going to do a steering wheel. A steering wheel, we're going to bring the arms out to shoulder height. We're going to turn it once, turn it twice, turn it 3 times, and then bring it in. The further away the weight is from the body, the more you activate the abs. When you do the steering wheel, you'll feel these little stabilizers kick in to support you. Then for the second song, you're going to want your normal shoulder weight. Unless you haven't gone up in weight for about 3 or 4 months, go a little heavier. You're going to have a series of delt flies, bent arm lateral raises, and a rear arm press. All right, so let's go ahead. Pick up your weight and let's prepare for incline chest press. 1, 2, 3. So you see I'm coming up at a 45-degree angle. So the abs come in tight as that weight goes further away from the body. Now we're going to do that steering wheel. Just remember the number 3. Like this. It goes out. 3, 2, and bring it in and again. Shoulder height. Oh my. Good Lord. 3, 2. Bring it on in and again. Now we're going to go back to an incline chest press. 45 degrees. Singles. It goes up, down. Drive it away. So this is where it's going to start to bite. See if you can hang on. Slow it down. Steering wheel. Take it in. 3, 2. Take it in and again. We're going to go back to that incline chest press. Slow it down. Up, 3, down, 1. Take it 3, 2, 1. 3, 2. Back to the steering wheel and the 3, take it in. 3, 2. Take it on in and again. This is where most of us start to fall, right? It starts to get exceptionally challenging. Can you hold on just for a few more seconds? I promise. Incline chest press up to speed, 45 degrees up. 4 more. Steering wheel, take it forward, take it here. 3, 2. Bring it in one more time. Get ready to pick up your other weight. Prepare for rear delt flies. And pull it in. Picking up that other weight. It's 3, 2, 1. 3, 2. Up, 1, down, 3. Hold it. And control it down. Alright, we're going to go for the burn. We're going to stay in that upper range. Stay up for 4, take it 4. Head is in line with the spine, core engaged, flat, flat, take it down, up. Keep that pressure on by staying up as high as you can. 2 more times, yes we can. Work through it. I know it's tempting to put that weight down. Now we're going to rise up, rest the lower back, then arms, lateral ribs, take it 3, 2, 1. Now I've got a bent arm for a reason. Yes, you can go with a straight arm, but it's about to get tough. Up 1, down for 3. Once again, we're looking to bring the elbows up to shoulder height. Smooth it out. Up 2, down 2. Alright, and it's the burn. Now this is where you have to train like a machine, right? Upper range, take it up and stay up for 4, 3, 2, and down again, up. Oh my gosh, super hard, right? Just 2 more sets. Let's just try. 1 more time. Alright, we're going to hinge at the hip, rear, arm, rest. 1, 2, 3, and down. So the palms are up to the ceiling. You're trying to get your arms as high as you can. Now, stay at the top and take it higher. Higher. So the weight's going to try and push you down. Now, slowly down. There we go. Don't let the weights take over. Keep trying to get the arms as high as you can. You're also going to feel the triceps as well as the back of the shoulder. 1 more time. Now we're going to put the brakes on. I want you to work against that resistance. Slowly up for 4. Keep pushing back against the weights as they try and rush you down. Slowly up. And down. Ooh, tough, right? We've made it to the final one. It's the abdominals. Again, it's a pretty tough one today. We're going to need a mat and a moderate weight. Why not have a drink of water and let's discuss what you need for the final muscle group. For the first track, we're going to take an L sit, but we're going to lean back to the point that you've got maximum tension on the abs as you try not to fall over. With the arms crisscrossed in front, you're going to rotate side and center. So again, now you feel like you're not only going to fall backwards, but you're going to fall over to the side as well. If it gets too intense for you, you can bend the knees and just come upright. That's going to be easier. When we do the sprinter crunch, what I want to see is an explosive power up. Shoo! Okay? So we're going to really come up as fast as we can. So these muscles are going to get tired very quickly. If you're really advanced, you can keep both feet off the floor. The second song, if you choose to do it, is a 2-way plank. Now, I've got, normally in class I use a 10-pound dumbbell. This is my 4th class today, so I'm coming down to 8. Now, I'm going into a plank position, and I'm going to be taking the arm out to the side and to the back. Now, if that's too much for you today, that's okay, right? We're going to drop into a tabletop position, and you're still going to get a fierce workout into the obliques with a 2-way raise in a tabletop or a half plank position. From here, we're going to do a skier plank. We're going to put the weight down. Now, a skier plank, what we're going to do is I'm going to bring the knees to the outside of the elbows, step back, knees to the outside of the elbow, step back. If you're super advanced, you can take that into a jump. All right, so if you're ready, let's begin. Let's lean on back. Crisscross, side, center, side, center.
The writing's on the wall, and the wall.
So you lean back as far as you can, so you feel like you're almost gonna fall over. And then you start to rotate the elbows right under the body, down up. Remember, you can take more upright position if you prefer. Now we're going to take it back into a sprinter crunch. Come on down, elbows knee to center, take it up. Fire. the end of the workout. Have we got this? Sure we have. It's down. Six-pack abs. Never go out of fashion, right? We're going to go back to that sprinter crunch. Ready? And fire. Up. See what I mean? Straight away. Those muscles are shot. Up, down. Double up. Here, two here. Two on the other side. Again. Last one, prepare for the two-way raise plank. Come on up. All right. On the knees or full body. Now, arm goes side, arm goes back. One side, one back. So that is super intense on the opposing obliques. So if that's a little bit too much for you, you can come on down into that tabletop position. Now, of course, you can always take it onto the back and do something like bicycles or basic crunches instead. We're getting ready for that skier plank. We're going to put the weight down and we're going to walk the knees to the elbows. Knee in. So we alternate. Think of this. Step in, step back. Now, hold it. Take that plate or dumbbell in the other hand. One side, one back. Core integration. Obliques are firing up to stop you falling over. We're trying to keep, I know it's hard, we're trying to keep the butt fairly low, not easy, in this increasingly unstable position. It's that bling bling. All right, let's do one more. Putting that weight down, back to skier plank. 16, to the end. Into step back. Remember, you can always take it to a full skier by adding that jump that I demonstrated earlier. Last 4, in 3, in 2, and hold right there. Well done. Let's get ready for our stretch. Lie back. Foot up. Flex and point. Wait for that muscle to relax. Well done. As always, take it down. Ask yourself, in the last minute of every song, were you struggling to keep up with the music? Were you struggling to hold on to the weight? If the answer was no, you've underestimated how amazing you are. And next time, don't be afraid to try and go a little heavier. Listen, you can always get that weight down. To the other side. Take it up, let's point. If you want to contact me, my email is support@krushworkout.com. You can go to my website at krushworkout.com, learn more about me. Like I said, you can contact me through the website. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, message me with your progress. All of my workouts are full, free, follow-along workouts. Nothing to pay team, you can just do the full workouts. Alright, we're going to work it into the quadriceps, we're going to line the side. Straight line, ear, shoulder, hip to knee. I now offer whole body electrical muscular stimulation workouts, personal training in Orange County, California, either in our studio at Costa Mesa or throughout all of Orange County with mobile interval training into a child's pose. You can learn more about WBEMS at bodybuzzfit.com. You can book your intro online and come on in and train with me. WBEMS is incredible, and for you to benefit, 20 minutes of training with that suit is equivalent to 2 hours of heavy strength training, and the results have been phenomenal. So check that out. Contact me if you'd like to set up an intro session. We're going to come up halfway. Let's drop that shoulder down towards that opposite thigh. And we're going to rise on up, stretch through that chest, open up the airways. Take it forward, into the tricep. Take the arm up. I encourage you to continue stretching until you feel fully relaxed. Take yourself a deep breath, and I'll see you again next time.
Till I feel no more, live like I did before. 'Cause tonight don't wanna think about you anymore. About you anymore. Just wanna make my favorite